Hi Leo, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your April 2020 tarot check for all Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you so much to all of you who have been watching and subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing my videos. I really appreciate that and the support for my channel, and I'm going to continue to co-create with all of you. If you're new to my channel and would like to subscribe, I'd love to have you, and hit the bell if you want to be notified when new videos are posted, which is about every week. So I hope you are all staying well. We are in a global dark night of the soul. Did you realize that? So the good news in that is that we are ascending. We are coming together, working in groups, and working together internationally. So our world is ascending to a higher level, but we have to be willing to let go of old ideas. So here we go, Leo. This is for all Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 2020. So your current position is the Eight of Wands, and the immediate influence is the Page of Cups. Somebody's going to get a message. Your destiny is the Fool. In the distant past, you have the Queen of Wands. More recent past, you have the Five of Swords, but coming towards you, you have the Ace of Wands. And then you're represented here by the Six of Pentacles. The environment around you is the High Priestess. Your fears in this are the Eight of Swords, but the outcome is strength. And then the bottom of the deck, you have the Hanged Man and the Knight of Pentacles. So you may have a slower moving energy, but there is progress. It's just not moving at warp speeds, which makes sense, right? I think a lot of us, and part of why we're in this global dark night of the soul, is we have gotten so tied to technology, and we are human doings. We are doing and doing and doing, and it's time to slow down and just become human beings. And those of us who have really a fit spiritual condition are finding this to not be just, devastating, because we're able to take the contrast, see it for what it is, and know that we don't have to have all these conditions to be happy. So you have a very fast moving communication towards you with the Eight of Wands. You've got fire energy, water here, Earth, Taurus, Leo. So you have somebody from the past is coming forward, because the Page of Cups, this is all about manifestation, but it's also about former relationships. And I think what this dark night of the soul has done on a global level is given people an opportunity to review and evaluate their lives and really look at, what do I want in my life? I think you have somebody that looks at you, Leo, like the one who got away. But I also think on the work front, you've got a bit of luck coming forward. You're going to get some kind of communication from work, and there's going to be financial remuneration that maybe we're uncertain about for something. It also could be a payment from something you did in the past that ends up coming forward now. So your destiny is all about infinite potential. It's a zero. And the Fool represents a fresh, clean, brand new beginning, a brand new slate. And if you've been pining for someone and, having that sentimental longing for the past, they're coming back around. There is for sure a physical manifestation that is coming through on this. So, you want to be free. You want to be free. You want to move forward. And you want to build a life that you can look at and say, I don't need a vacation, because the life that I live is my daydream. In the past, I think you've been very attractive to a lot of people. You're fun-loving, you're energetic, but you're also physically attractive. And I think you've had a lot of offers, but it's like you're not going to go out with just anybody. You're not going to just be with somebody just to be with somebody. And I think there was a part of you, too, that while you were free, you just, in terms of, not free is maybe not the right word, but while you were single or unattached, you wanted to be free. You didn't want to have some of the responsibilities, and you also didn't want a relationship just to have one. That's just not you. Now, in the more recent past, you may have had some kind of a difficult exchange with somebody, and there's like a part of you that's like, I am just not going to attend every fight I'm invited to. I am walking away from this. I'm not interested in this. And this person's still kind of out there running their mouth a little bit. I do think they're somewhat slanderous. So if you've had this and you know what I'm talking about, I would not be anytime too soon putting them back in my inner circle, okay? Because they're not in a good place, but you're also not a vibrational match, which is why you turned and left. You were not interested in continuing that and to participate in that. And that's always okay to say, look, I'm just not going to participate in this. I'm just not interested. Now, in terms of an ex, for those of you that have been asking, is this going to come back around? The answer is yes. This person is very passionate about you. They are wanting to manifest a brand new beginning. There are some of you that have somebody new who's trying to come through. And it's like you might not have even met them yet, but they're manifesting. This person knows how to manifest. They understand the law of attraction, and they're manifesting you without it being specifically you. They're manifesting the qualities, and it is going to be a vibrational match. You're going to be aligned. The universe has perfect timing. And so for some people who have started a relationship right before this pandemic, they've found it to be very slow moving and kind of frustrating. And you don't need that light layer of the cake right now, that extra layer of frustration. But this is going to be, like I said, it's going to be passionate. This also could be a bit of an apology coming back from whoever this Five of Swords was. They may offer kind of a perfunctory apology. So if you had an argument with the last couple weeks, they may come back around with an apology. It's fine to take it, but you don't need to be best friends with the person. And you may find you just kind of go, yeah, okay, no hard feelings. And you don't treat them differently. You're cordial, but they're just not in that inner circle. That also is related to that. So you are looking for balance. You want to, I think some of you are serious about wanting to settle down. With the Seven of Pentacles, again, I think for a lot of people, there's been financial worries out there a little bit, not even a little bit. Some people are completely without a job right now, and that's scary. But you, in your case, did I say Seven of Pentacles? I meant to say six. I apologize if I did. This is all about having reciprocity, giving and receiving. So if you're somebody that can give right now, it would be so well received, And if you're asking too about this relationship, if you're asking if this person is worth it, the answer is yes. I actually did a reading for you before this, and I accidentally called you Gemini, and I got kind of annoyed by that. In fact, the Lovers was in that. I think that's why I called you Gemini. But you had in that too. It was a lot about. It was very similar. The cards were very, very similar. Where it was like asking about, is this relationship something I should move forward with? And the answer absolutely was yes. There's perfect blending, balancing without losing yourself. So this person has been keeping their feelings secret. I don't feel like they're hiding anything else from you. It's not like they've been doing something they don't want you to know about. They're just being cautious right now. And interestingly enough, the last reading was almost the same way, where you actually were represented by the Knight of Swords. It was more your energy wanting to move forward and being kind of restless, and theirs wanting to, they're going to be head over heels for you. They are, but they don't want to scare you, and they don't want it to seem superficial. Like, is this a real deal? It is. So they're not afraid to take it slow and be very respectful to you. And it's a lot of the little things, it's like they're going to do a lot of little gestures, and they're paying attention to details. This is somebody who's very detail oriented. This is also too, the card of the psychic, and know that, you're being intuitively guided. You can trust your intuition where this person is concerned. So for those of you that have a feeling of not wanting to trust, and you're kind of polarized by that because you feel like you can trust them, you can trust them. The only thing that holds you hostage is yourself. So with this Eight of Swords, we don't need to, this is not a good time to be overthinking. And I know we have more time on our hands. Let's use that time to our benefit. Slow to the pace down. Do things like, cook a meal that's involved, or bake, or do something that you've always wanted to do but just haven't had time to do it. Go sit down and write a book. Go do something like that. If you're into writing, editing, publishing, take that time. Maybe put yourself out on Fiverr and start taking in side jobs if you have a skill or a gift. But we want to step through, through those very loosely tied bandages, step through, remove those, and know that you have infinite abundance here. Every time we see that infinity symbol, that means something. The universe is guiding you, and you are completely worth it. You have every single thing you need to ascend and to continue to bring in that great love of your life and that financial opportunity. So that is coming forward. But again, all three of these cards are very slow moving, aren't they? You've got Strength, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is here to deliver a very serious offer. So again, you will get an offer. It's going to be legitimate. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be serious, but it's also going to take a little bit of time. The Hanged Man, on the other hand, when we talk about the cards, it's all about the soul's journey. The Fool represents the soul. And the Hanged Man, when the Fool meets the Hanged Man, learns about adapting to the world and changing our perspective. So the Hanged Man is actually looking at the world on his head, and he sees the world in a whole different way. And I think too, with those of you that are manifesting somebody from the past, you're going to see this person in a whole new light, and it's going to be really attractive. They know what they missed out on in you. They know that they did, and they see that now, and they're just trying to kind of plan and figure out the best way to come back through. Some of them, I think, have even been, watching you a little bit, whether it's online or even pulling drive-bys for those of you that are kind of old school. So this is an Abraham Hicks Money and the Law of Attraction card. I can make a career of living happily ever after. Don't quit your daydream, right? A very good career choice would be to gravitate toward those activities and to embrace those desires that harmonize with your core intentions, which are freedom and growth and joy. Make a career of living a happy life rather than trying to find work that will produce enough income that you can go do the things with your money that will then make you happy. When feeling happy is of paramount importance to you, and what you do for a living makes you happy, you have found the best of all combinations. Isn't that the truth, though? Because I think a lot of us are separated right now from our coworkers and our colleagues and our work life, and leaves a little bit of a vacuum there. But, as long as you're day-to-day living life in a way that's not contingent upon that, you'll be just fine through all this. So this is the perfect card for you. Take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. This is the time to change your life forever. You are in a transformative phase right now, Leo, when things could change for you forever, really. I mean, it's a trajectory right now that's going to be sustainable. It's long-term, and there's definitely an offer coming through. So I love you so much, Leo, and stay well, and I'll be back in about a week.